It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there and a 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The running back again.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And his kick is right through.
Steelers 7, Bengals 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 61 yards. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tuck it and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, and now they're going to fake it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? They saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the posts.
Pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
42-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. Well, let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now they try the right side here. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 4. And it'll bring up 4th down.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They get this out quickly to the left side. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Like 22.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Bengals 9.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Look at this spin.
Balance.
All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
At 16.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now they try the right side here. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And the Steeler 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Gonna give this time to the tailback. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Tua on 4th down, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. The 20, 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, That's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.